Hi, I'm Rosine Janamian, and today we will be talking about the evolution and impact that David Lynch had as a director, covering 4 parts: the elements he used, his impact, his approach to scenes, and his key works. Lynch's films occupy a unique space where surrealism and symbolism meet. He takes familiar genres and twists them to feel both real and strange through dreamlike sequences. Examples of this include Blue Velvet, which explores the darkness and truth of suburban reality, Lost Highway, which examines fractured identity, memory, and psychological horror, and Mulholland Drive, which delves into emotional and symbolic explorations of one's identity. There are more films that he has created, like Wild at Heart and Eraserhead, but all of his films have a sense of open-endedness and focus more on internal feelings and perception than on external action and full-on explanation. Lynch took a different approach to filmmaking, making strangeness and emotional language an essential part of his work. Prior to genre-bending methods, film genres tended to follow strict rules, clear plots, neat resolutions, and linear narratives. Lynch broke away from these conventions by introducing dreamlike scenarios, layered imagery, and psychological horror while focusing on interpretation, the subconscious, and fragmented storytelling. Much of the strange feeling in Lynch's work comes from his use of dreamlike stories that give his films a mysterious and uneasy tone, almost as if the audience is drifting through a dream. He has even described his approach as using dream logic. And according to Lynch,
it's daydreams that I love, and sinking down, sitting comfortably in a chair, where you might be controlling some of the thoughts and directing yourself here or there, but at a certain point, the dream takes over, and you enter in a place where things are unraveling before you without your intervention. And many things can present themselves that way, and sometimes ideas that you fall in love with.
This quote makes sense because dreams, even though we don't fully understand them, can reveal hidden thoughts and feelings. This explains how David Lynch gets his inspiration and how he delves deeper on his dreams and his unconscious and places them into his work. David has also said that ideas are like fish.
We don't do anything without an idea, so they're beautiful gifts. And I always say, you desiring an idea is like a bait on a hook.
Yeah.
It can pull them in. And if you catch an idea that you love, that's a beautiful, beautiful day. And you write that idea down so you won't forget it. And that idea that you caught might just be a fragment of the whole, whatever it is you're working on. But now you have even more bait. Thinking about that small fragment, that little fish, will bring in more, and they'll come in and they'll hook on, and more come in, and pretty soon you might have a script.
Which goes furthermore into the idea of depth and interpretation in his films, as the more you think on an idea, the more extensive and thought out your idea can become. Some noticeable elements of his style include hypnotic visual effects, unsettling sound design, small-town settings, and the contrast between innocence and corruption. Traditional mystery and thriller films usually rely on clear plots or clues lead to logical resolutions, but in Lynch's work, what's happening is often unclear. He focuses more on cinematography than dialogue to communicate meaning. For Lynch, a mystery isn't just about thinking your way through the right answer. It's about exploring what lies beneath the surface, dreams, fears, and the unconscious. This made his work more avant-garde and experimental, which allowed him to earn his own category, Lynchian. He used mystery as a way to take viewers into unknown territory, as seen in Twin Peaks, where the question, who killed Laura Palmer, became a hook for exploring the corruption and secrets hidden within small-town life. Twin Peaks showed that audiences could follow complex, layered stories and help pave the way for serialized television and storytelling. After Twin Peaks aired, many shows and films were heavily inspired and incorporated many aspects and references of Lynch's work into their own film. Just to name a few would be The X-Files, Black Mirror, Psych, The Sopranos, The Simpsons, and Donnie Darko. The ongoing marketing for this show, Twin Peaks, was vast, as it ranged up to so many techniques, like putting posters up on Laura's mysterious death, adding short teasers before every episode on air.
Diane, 2:15 p.m. I've just checked into the Great Northern Hotel in Twin Peaks. I've got to find out what kind of incredible trees they've got up here. I'll be meeting the sheriff at the morgue to examine the girl's body. There's a good chance the person who committed these crimes is...
Twin Peaks, a nice place to visit, but you wouldn't want to die there. Later tonight.
Creating a book about Laura's diary, creating magazines and interviews, and uploading taglines on social media. On top of that, Twin Peaks became heavily popular in Japan as they loved the show's unique fashion, music, and atmosphere, which led to Twin Peaks becoming not just a TV hit, but also a cultural trend influencing magazines, consumerism, coffee ads, and even music.
Hawk, you're gonna love Georgia coffee. It's brewed rich, tastes incredible. Damn fine coffee, right?
Right.
It's true.
Agent Cooper, look what happens when I connect the pins.
The letter G. Good work, Andy. Hawk, what's under that last pin?
Glastonbury Grove.
Home of the Black Lodge.
Twin Peaks and the travails of Laura Palmer intrigued American viewers. It's now a different story in Japan. The entire country seems to have gone crazy over the show. Everywhere you look, there are hats, buttons, books, and magazines. A 14-tape set of the entire Twin Peaks saga has sold more than 30,000 copies. And Japanese television carried mock Laura Palmer funerals, even though the series itself has only been seen on limited pay-per-view. The series has also set off a travel boom. Hundreds of young tourists, mostly young women, have packed up their video cameras and are traveling to the town outside Seattle where the series was shot. Actors from the show have even come out to meet them. The tourists visit the sawmill, the falls, the Great Northern Hotel, and the cafe where Agent Cooper had cherry pie and coffee.
Overall, Twin Peaks wasn't just one of his hits, but one of the biggest projects that made him who he is today. His creation of Twin Peaks was throughout 1990 to 1991, and Fire Walk With Me, which is a specific film dedicated to Laura's story which aired in 1992. Then 25 years later, Twin Peaks: The Return was created for the missing pieces and unfinished stories of the series. All in all, the trilogy cemented his legacy as one of cinema's most visionary storytellers. In conclusion, watching a film by David Lynch is like stepping into an imaginative world that defies explanation and explores the mysteries beneath the surface of the human mind. He delves into the human psyche and adds and explores the mystery within film. All of his films lead to a cinematic and bizarre journey that questions reality, identity, and the human experience. Ultimately, his films are meant to be felt and lived, and it is an exploration that can be interpreted as anything while questioning everything. His distinct Lynchian genre became a reference point for filmmakers aiming to explore deeper psychological and emotional themes, while audiences grew to appreciate films that invited interpretation rather than proving clear answers.
As cinema is such a beautiful language, and all of you you want to go back into, you have the gift of words, but cinema is a thing that deals with things beyond words, and it's so beautiful, and so to go with cinema is to go like the same kind of thing you go with music. But the intellect travels along with it. It's so fantastic. It talks to you, but not with words alone. So just go in open and just go in and have an experience in a different world.